and welcome back to the Tasty Tenors series. I'm Tess, and in this episode, I'm going to be making the perfect barbecue ribs. So for the marinade, I've got all of my ingredients here in front of me. I have some smoked paprika, I have some English mustard, I've got some Dark Muscovado sugar, some Marmite, and some ketchup, some fresh tomato ketchup. For the full description for this recipe, just check the description box. So to make my marinade, I'm just going to add all of the ingredients to my bowl with my ribs. Here, put them all straight in. Mustard going in, got the mustard going in. And the paprika. The paprika's great. This is what gives it the really nice barbecue taste. And finally, Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, but you're gonna love it in this recipe. So I'm using a teaspoon here, but this is a full tablespoon going in. I'm just gonna get my hands straight in and give it a mix up. So I'm using beef spare ribs here, but you could use pork if you wanted to. These are uncut. That's really important for cooking. Sliced ribs will take less long to cook, and I think that they cook better, they taste better, they're more succulent if they're slow cooked and they're kept together on the bone. And also what's so great about this recipe is it can be made all year round. You don't need a barbecue to cook it. You can make it in the middle of winter because all you need is an oven. But you get all that great summer barbecue flavour. Just going to add in about a teaspoon's worth of ground pepper. I'm going to give that a little mix up. I'm going to cover it in cling film. So I'm just going to pop these in the fridge to marinate for about an hour to 2 hours. You want to give them some time to really get the flavours going through the meat. So I've just got my ribs out of the fridge. They've been marinating for an hour and a half. And they're smelling barbecue-y and delicious. So I'm just going to make sure they're covered nicely. Pop them in my baking dish. And I want to get all that nice marinade liquid out. I don't want to waste that. Yeah. So I'm just going to cover them in tin foil. I'm going to nicely tuck it in. Keep all that moisture in. I'm just going to pop them in the oven to cook. I've preheated my oven to 160 degrees and they're going to need about 3 hours. Just taking my ribs out of the oven. They've had about 3 hours in total. I checked them after 2 hours and they needed a little bit longer. So 3 hours it was at 160, perfect. So I'm just going to slice them up now. It should come away from the bone quite easily. There we go. And I'm just going to cut the bone out or pull it off. It should come out clean. If you like the look of this recipe and for more recipes in this Tasty Tenors series, just click the subscribe button. Or if you like my food and style of cooking, subscribe to my channel, Tess Ward. To serve up, I'm going to take some of my really nice spare rib meat here. Pop it in a bun. Be generous. And to top it off, I'm going to put some of my homemade beetroot and carrot coleslaw. I made this by adding 2 carrots, 1 beetroot, some fresh lemon juice, 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and seasoning with salt and pepper. And giving it all up a good mix. And it makes a kind of variation of coleslaw. It's a bit more colourful, pink. Oh, it's delicious. It's much fresher than normal coleslaw. So I'm just going to top off the buns by adding a nice 2 tablespoons of my pink coleslaw, and I'm just popping that bun on the top like that. There you have it, my barbecue spare ribs with one of my favourite carrot and beetroot coleslaws. I'm going to go and enjoy this, but hopefully see you next time for another of my Tasty Tenor episodes.